Hey folks, how you doing? Steve here. Got a quick unboxing and then I will do a cut or two on this thing. I have finally decided not to replace, but to make sure that I have a backup for my 6.5-inch circular saw. The saw that I have had for literally years and years now, probably 8, 9, maybe 10 years, was I think in the original kit that I bought that was a 20-volt kit. Everything that I bought at that time was brushed. I still have all the parts for that kit except for the flashlight that was stolen. And everything is literally still working well. Slowly but surely, I am complementing with brushless tools of similar or same kind as far as, the function, what they do, the size, the power, the whatever. So this is the circular saw. Let me get this thing open. All right, so here's the saw and DCS565 P1, and I believe this is actually a kit. I went ahead and ordered the kit. The kit was, the bare tool was $140, which was, I'm just going to round, $140, and the kit was $200. What does the kit come with? It comes with a dust port, which I could not confirm if the dust port comes with the bare tool. And it also comes with a charger, I think it's a 115, and it comes with a 5 amp hour battery, and that was the key. I looked up prices of 5 amp hour batteries, and they were running more than $60 for a single 5 amp hour battery, nothing else. And so this way, I'm paying for, I'm paying an additional $60 to get the tool in. I'm getting a bag, which is probably a medium-sized bag. I can always use those. I'm getting a charger. Can't really use it, but downstairs in my tool bench room, my workspace, I could use an extra charger, and I'm getting a 5 amp hour battery for less cost. So it made sense to actually do the kit as opposed to the bare tool. Don't need the charger, but the battery made this kit completely worth it. So they have several size bags for DeWalt. They have a very large bag when you buy a complete kit and you get like all 5, 6 tools in it. That's a large bag. Then you have a medium bag, and you have this looks like not quite a medium, but it's not the small bag either, like a palm sander would fit in. So I'm gonna call this kind of like a medium small bag. Less useful than I anticipated, but I wasn't buying this for the bag. Standard 115 charger. Five amp hour battery, comes with 1 bar charge. I'm thinking that this tool has been opened by somebody else and put back because this battery should come with a battery clip, and it also should come with probably in a bag of some sort. So just sitting in the bottom of the box like this tells me that this kit has been opened by somebody else, maybe returned, much like I returned the other kit. The other kit was a bare tool, no battery. And I returned it exactly how I found it with all packaging, which wasn't much, but I put everything back exactly how I found it. Here's the dust port collector. This will be interesting to see if this actually works well. Instructions. '18-tooth blade for framing, rough cut. And the tool itself. There you go. Again, DCS565. Blade exchange tool is on board. It's an Allen key. Here's the non-bolt restrict. Okay, there we go. The drag I used. I'm going to turn it half. So it's not. Just a friction fit. There is an alignment tab on both sides of the dust collector. So I'll try this out. Okay, so So additional features for this saw, certainly you have your bevel cut 0 to 50. Dust collection port, vacuum adaptable. Unlike the saw this is replacing, this one has a rafter hook. Spindle lock for changing the blade. Onboard tool for blade changing, so it's completely self-sufficient in that respect. And depth adjustment, locking, depth adjustment, right in here, easy to read scale in there. I know the shadows are not maybe great here, but easy to read scale in there for locking in the depth. Alright, there you go, that's the saw. I don't think it has any other features other than blade left, and it has a handle which I actually have used before when you're doing a lot of bulk cutting. Otherwise, there you go, there's the saw, there's the bottom of the saw, back, left, and forward. Alright folks, let's wrap this video up with a comparison between the old saw and the new saw. So this new saw will replace the old one. The old one will come inside to my inside workshop that I am at now. And this will give me a convenient way certainly to do any cutting that I need to do right here at the house without having to worry about my trailer. Alright, now comparing these, of course, blade is the same and they are both blade left. Love that. One obvious difference is the dust port versus no dust port. It just comes out the back. Trigger assembly is exactly the same. Both saws will give you up to a 50-degree bevel. They have changed the knob style here. This looks like it's a little bit more convenient to use ergonomically. And the slide adjustment looks a little bit beefier on the new saw than it does on the old saw. On the new saw, if I want to use a blade guide, it actually came with the screw. The screw is right there, and it's inside of the housing for the bevel adjustment. For this saw, it did not come with a screw, and it is on the outside, on the forward side of the housing. Adjusting the depth of the saw on the old saw, lever. On the new saw, pretty much the same system, lever. The saw blade detent, so to detent the arbor if you need to change the blade, identical on both saws. This saw, however, does have a rafter hook. This saw never came with a rafter hook. They have redesigned the deck. And while I do not know exactly what this means, this says this is a Type 1 saw, whereas this says this is a Type 3 saw. So I can't tell you how many lineal feet this saw has actually gone through. This has been my go-to since I bought it. I love the blade left, and that's why I started using it. I was very happy to have it, and it has performed. I haven't had to go through so much material that I ever dogged this down and thought, man, I really need a more powerful saw than this. This has done everything I needed to do. I do have more powerful saws. I have that 60-volt D handle, for instance, if I really need to tear something up. But this thing has been a go-to for a long time now. And I expect this will be exactly the same because there is effectively no difference. And so this saw right here will be a very, very welcome addition. It's new, it's brushless, so this should have an incredibly long lifespan. This is a brush tool. It was in my original kit back in the day when they didn't have brushless tools that I was aware of, and it's lasted, and it's never given me a hiccup. So, you know, as far as I know, this saw will continue to last another several years. I'm going to be happy with that. However, it will see a lot less work because it'll stay inside, as opposed to this will pick up the slack. I appreciate you sticking with me, folks. Hopefully you pulled a nugget of information out of there as far as just understanding the difference between these two saws. This saw here, the old saw DCS393, DCS393, brushed. New saw DCS565, DCS565. Here's, I can tell they weigh exactly the same, except I do have a slightly larger battery on this one, so I think the weight is comparable. Thank you very much for sticking with me, folks. I appreciate it. If you would like and subscribe down below, I hope that you got a nugget of information out of this as far as, is this new saw worth it? I've already done a few cuts with this saw, and the answer is yeah, because it does everything the old one does, and the old one has literally been the go-to. Okay, well, y'all take care. I know you deserve it, so please go out there and have a good day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.